15 yards on the game's initial play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Newton on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And they'll run it here. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Back 30.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, a dump off to Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, clearly one of his...
But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Newton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
Third and long. It's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. The 13 yards that time of the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Newton on first down. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that. Again here for the defense Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And the wideout in motion. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Carolina first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Newton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
It's not exactly how the banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking for punches, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Time to step aside. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Drops it to Jones in the flat, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And finding Fedorowicz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ben to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, 17, George, watch 17. Single. Easy.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. A dump underneath to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Here's Roethlisberger, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. He'll take it at the 42. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Rams are going to start this as they take over. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. 4 down.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He's going to take this out of the back. At some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This is taken at the 15. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the play clock's running down. Here's Roethlisberger. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. So earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
Offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Play clock winding down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it with Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. 1 man in the backfield. That's Jones. Well, now they'll try the end around. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. They give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely did they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Go, 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 go. Switch.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted.